All right, so got a pretty big win tonight with the M's, and unfortunately could not pull out the dub with the Hawks. That was a bit of a disappointment, but um, I really liked what I saw from Sammy D. The
Hmm.
defense looked just not good, really at all with the tackling and or the lack thereof. And just, I mean, giving up 38 points when we have been shutting down offenses all season, and our narrative has been low scoring games, or at least on our defense's account. So that was kind of a bummer to see. But it was nice to see Sam able to compete with Baker in a shootout.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that it was this game that we had basically once Woolen went down, our entire starting secondary out in this game. And you had Derek Hall go down with an oblique injury. Demarcus Lawrence missed this game. It looked like we were missing a lot of guys on defense. You just basically let the Buccaneers do anything they want all day, walk up and down the field. Baker throws for over 370 yards. You really only get one sack, and in addition to that, there's very little pressure all game. So defensively, it's about as disappointing as it really gets. But on the plus side, I know there was the unfortunate interception at the end, but as you said, Sam Darnold showed that he is maybe not just a good quarterback for us, but potentially like a franchise guy. Because I don't think it's an exaggeration to say, had we won this game, you would put this up with any Seahawks quarterback performance in the last 15 years, and that's including Wilson and Gino, who both had insane games for us. 28 to 34 for 341 and four touchdowns and an interception that bounced off a guy's helmet and went directly to a linebacker to lose the game. I had no doubt in my mind before that play that Darnold was going to put us in position to at least try a field goal the way he had been moving the ball. Really just amazing performance. It's just unfortunate that on the other side, you let Baker go 29 to 33 for 380. That is like almost a 90% completion percentage. It might be 90%. And it's not like Baker was throwing checkdowns. He was pushing the ball down the field over and over again.
No,
So
Baker had a really good game, and along with that rookie Egbuka
Igbuka,
out of Ohio
yeah.
State, he was a freak today. And
Even Tez Johnson was making plays, their other rookie receiver that's like tiny, but he
yeah,
was
the
getting
guy from
open.
Oregon. Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got they've got a lot of talented players in their receiving group, but where was it? Honestly, even though we didn't, it feels like we didn't run the ball that much, and we had that just dumb play with Jalen Milrow. We
Which
kind of ran the
arguably
ball.
lost us this game. I was going to get into that Milrow play a little bit, but
Well, I was
yeah.
just gonna say we kind of ran the ball efficiently besides that play.
Yeah, I feel like this game and the run game was really emblematic of how the run game for the Seahawks has been this whole season, where you look at the stat sheet and you're like, oh, we ran the ball pretty well. But I feel like we keep getting like five or six explosive runs a game and then like 9, 10 runs where they get stuffed for one or less yards. You know what I mean?
Well, we didn't even have that many attempts. We only had 19 carries the whole game between
Yeah.
Walker
Yeah.
and
And I mean,
Sharp.
I think Walker really keeps just kind of pulling something out of nothing and getting a big play on these runs because we had a number of fairly well blocked runs, but there was also a few plays today where it was like, damn, I can't believe we're getting that many yards out of that blocking.
Hmm.
I don't think the line was a problem by any measure. It's hard to be mad about this offense for anything today, really, other than that Milrow fumble. Like Sam Darnold was playing probably the best game of his entire career. Why are you taking him off the field to put our rookie quarterback that's basically having a redshirt first season to do this cutesy little college pitch play? I hated that so much.
Yeah, I
It
was not a
was
fan of it in any shape or form, really.
yeah,
And
I'm
I think
sorry.
you hit it
Like
on the nose. Sam Darnold is playing out of his mind. Leave him in the game. Don't bring in the guy that never plays.
I feel like we're trying to force this to be a thing, and it's if it was working better, like I guess I'd be a little more okay with it, but unless we're up by 2 scores, like why are we doing this shit? You know? Like
Or not even then, because that's when you do dumb, cute stuff and then you fumble, and then that's when teams get back into games.
yeah, it is just unacceptable though. And I mean, the Buccaneers went right down and scored off of that play, and we almost got shut out in the first half, largely because of that. Um, Another Jason Myers missed field goal loomed very large today, as that's what we ended up losing this game by. But I mean, overall, I can't look at this game and be too upset. This is a team that's tied for the top record in the league and in the NFC right now. Very likely going to be the division winner out of the South. And I saw nothing about that game that made me think, oh, we can't play with the team this good. I think we should have won this game.
I think the Buccaneers are one of the better teams in the NFC. So,
Yeah. They're at least a top three team in the NFC, I think. Because I know the Rams beat them. No, the Eagles beat them, right?
when?
The Buccaneers. Let me just look.
Oh, this season?
Yeah, the Eagles
Yeah,
beat
the
them.
Eagles beat them.
Yeah, and the Eagles, they won by 6 points and they didn't lose to anyone until today. The Buccaneers really conference wide, I think because the Eagles beat them, they're the only team you could say is like probably better than the Bucks.
Hmm.
But beyond that, I wouldn't really put another NFC team on top of them right now the way they're playing. I would put us had we been able to pull it out today. But this is a really good team, and like it's just like the 49ers game. You just take one or two plays out of this game and change the result, and we win. This Seahawks team is literally two fluky Sam Darnold turnovers away from likely being 5-0 right now. That is just kind of the way the NFL works. The margin is so thin in these games. But I weirdly feel as encouraged as I feel like one could be off of a loss at home. The only thing that's discouraging is I feel like we've talked about it for a while now, but the home field advantage in Seattle is so dead and gone. I think we're 4-8 in our last 12 home games, and every game I see at home now, the crowd just looks like it's at least a third of the opposing team's fans. I don't know, man. It's just kind of sad to see. I miss the days when we had a real home field advantage.
I mean, when I went, I mean, I know it's the Saints, but when we went to the Saints game, there were no Saints fans there.
I think that was because it was the Saints game. Because the last few games beyond that I've seen, the crowd has been visibly full of the other team's color, and I don't know, it's something people have been talking a lot about. I don't really know what you do about it, but we just need to find a way to play better at home because it's ridiculous to be so much better on the road than we are at home. It doesn't make sense.
Agreed. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I nothing much more to say other than I was really happy with Sam Darnold and the fact that he almost threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. And
When he threw that touchdown to Torrey Horton, who shut out again, had another good game. That should have been game. I mean, it's ridiculous that we weren't able to make any stop on the Buccaneers to seal that with 3 minutes left at home.
Mhm.
That should have been game right there. Sam Darnold has played so far and above what I thought we were going to get out of him this season. And this season and beyond, that's something really to be just stoked about because I think everyone was like okay with the move going from Geno to Darnold, but 5 games into this thing, it looks like another just John Schneider masterclass move because Geno looks awful. He looks like Jets Geno Smith again for the Raiders.
It's so
And
crazy.
yeah,
He
yeah,
looks
it's
worse than Rusted for the Broncos
I know. Like I don't know how we keep moving on from our like really good quarterbacks
at the perfect time.
the second they're gonna start playing awful. But I mean, we'll take it. Maybe in like 2031, we'll trade Sam Darnold for like 3 firsts, and then he'll be terrible for the Falcons or something.
Or hopefully he just wins us a Super Bowl and then
Yeah.
and then we trade him like we did with Russ.
I gotta say though, if Sam keeps playing this way, I know we drafted Jalen Milroe. Like, I don't care. Like, with Sam is our franchise guy because he's not old. He's what, 27, 28? Like,
Yeah,
you can
that's kind of
get.
what my mentality has always been because I've always thought he was a good player and
Hmm.
he just needed to be in the right situation. Hence the Vikings and even the 49ers. He played well when he was backing up Brock Purdy. And I mean, you can look at San Francisco right now with with McCorkle Jones. He's has what, 4 wins already?
Yeah, he's actually played better than Purdy this season, which is really funny because I remember like 2 years ago, Dan Orlovsky was like, I guarantee you Mac Jones could produce just as well in this system as Brock Purdy. And I agreed with him, and everyone was roasting Dan for years for that. And now we're seeing that take play out in reality.
That's so, yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I like the way I'm looking at this season, like I definitely think we're a playoff team. It's going to be hard to make up for the two losses that we have had, but after all the games are played this week, we are going to be one win off from the best record. You know, there's no teams that are running away with this thing, so I think there's no reason to be discouraged, but yeah, if Sam could be our long-term guy with the amount of young players on this team, we're really building to something special here. I think we need an elite pass rusher like so bad. I think it's the one. There's things that I think you could upgrade on this team and it would instantly make us better, but not having an elite pass rusher, I think, is gonna be killer this year down the
Well,
stretch.
also, I can't remember who said it. I remember I might have been just listening to the radio or watching ESPN something, but someone was like, the way you beat Baker is you have to get pressure on him without blitzing. And I just felt like did we even get a sack today?
We got one sack on a blitz.
Huh. Maybe we should have blitzed more because I don't remember seeing us get pressure on him like at all during
Well,
the
and
game.
whenever we did, he was doing a fantastic job evading pressure. And like, give credit where it's due. The Buccaneers were awesome today. Baker Mayfield was fucking phenomenal. He almost completed. Like, I was celebrating off of every incomplete pass he had because he only had three or four on over 30 attempts, which is
Hmm.
crazy. But yeah, to your point, I think maybe we should have just blitzed a shitload because what difference would it have made if it didn't work? They were moving down the field regardless of what coverage we were playing. So
I know.
yeah, I don't know. Hindsight
Yeah.
is 2020, I suppose.
Yeah. Looks like the Bills are about to lose.
I'm glad. I just don't want any team to be undefeated deep into the season because it always is annoying.
Yeah. There's 8 seconds left. They have the ball on like their own 10 or something like that. So
Um,
yeah, they're screwed. But
That's pretty much all I had to say about the Seahawks, but I had one question I want to ask. I want to pose to you before we move on to the
yes.
Mariners. Do you think JSN is already better right now than DK ever was?
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're like different receivers.
I know. I just saw someone post that like as we're running this podcast here, and my initial thought was like, I do just think he's an overall better receiver right now than DK ever was. But at the same time, like the just home run threat that DK was and his physicality is just different. He's just a different kind of player.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think he's going to have a better season this year than DK ever had. He's on pace for like 1,700 yards.
Yeah, I would say like as far as overall what he can bring to the table production wise, JSN is probably going to surpass DK. But
Hmm.
DK, like as for example, like JSN isn't going to be running down Buda Baker when Sam Darnold throws a pick. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're not going to see those types of plays from JSN. So Yeah, I don't know. It's just yeah, they're just different players. But I think JSN will end up being better. I'll say
I
that.
I agree, and I mean he's averaging over 100 yards a game this season and got another touchdown today. So it's gonna be fun to watch because this guy's what, only 23, 24? Yeah, he's 23 and he's already this good. So, but moving on to the Seattle team that won today, the Mariners tied it up with the Detroit Tigers, winning 3-2.
Yeah.
I really only caught the eighth and ninth innings because I realized I could watch the game for free online somehow.
Oh,
Um,
how can you do that?
I don't know, like Fox Sports lets you watch like an hour of a game for free for some
Oh, that's
reason.
kind of cool.
Yeah, so I caught the close from Munoz, who was throwing some heaters.
Yeah, that's funny. The end of the game is like the scariest part, I feel like.
I feel like that's how baseball is in general. It's like you can kind of whatever happens the first four innings is like, yeah, okay, like it's a long game, but when you get down to the eighth and ninth, it gets tense, especially if it's a one score game.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely needed this game because you can't really go to Detroit for two games and be down 0-2 and hope to win three straight. I mean, you can do that. You just don't want to put yourself in that position. It's really hard to do,
Hmm.
especially against a good team. And then, man, fucking Cal Raleigh and Julio have been so clutch both of these games. Julio and Cal had the two hits in the bottom of the eighth inning that won us the game essentially.
Mm.
And they both had Cal was 3 for 4 yesterday, and Julio had a home run. So they've kind of been carrying this team. And then Jorge Polanco with he had two home runs to left, which was just fucking glorious. So, but then Suarez, Eugenio Suarez has been having like some of the worst at bats I've seen him have so far this season. So hopefully he can kind of clean that up because he right now is looking like me when I'm like drunk playing the show at like 1 in the morning and I'm doing awful. That's what he looks like when he's up to bat. So if he can clean that up, that'd be nice. But I was overall just stoked to see us win. It's a big sigh of relief to win our first playoff home game in 25 years. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, now that it's knotted up, there's not like so much pressure going into the next one. Although I think the Mariners win this one 3-1 is my prediction.
You think we win the next two?
I do. I do. I just think they got their little scare over with the first game, and I just think they're a better team than the Tigers. So,
I kind of agree with you because we have Logan Gilbert pitching on Tuesday, and I believe we would just naturally have George Kirby going on, I believe, Wednesday.
mhm.
And yeah, I just have confidence in both those guys. I think they're better than the Tigers pitchers. And
Mhm.
I just think our lineup is better than the Tigers. And yeah, I think that first game is, I agree. I think it's maybe the only game they're going to get.
Yeah, and I just feel like right now the rest of the lineup beyond like Julio and Cal isn't having that much production. But if there's anything that like 16 out of 17 win streak showed, um, they're capable of scoring at will. So I think that's going to come around, at least, more so than like 3 runs a game,
Yeah.
in the coming games.
And speaking of scoring at will, it was very satisfying to see the Yankees lose by double digits 2 days in a row. I was stoked to see that. And they could be eliminated. I was kind of wanting to play them because I just thought, based on the way the season's narrative was going with Cal versus Aaron Judge, that it was going to be like us versus New York in the playoffs. But it kind of just be nice for them to just be gone and us to just play the Blue Jays.
Yeah, yeah, assuming that it all works out that way. But yeah, I mean, I I like our chances against the Blue Jays, just kind of historically speaking. I think that would work out in our favor. And man, it's crazy just to be still talking about the Mariners, and we're in October now. So I'm
I
enjoying
know.
the ride.
Yeah, yeah, let's hope that we can get the dub on Tuesday. We played during the day, which is kind of weird, but yeah.
Like the middle of the day?
I think we play at 1
Oh, that's
on
annoying that
Wednesday.
they do that on a baseball playoff game. It's kind of weird.
I know. Well, it's annoying because the Yankees are playing the Blue Jays at 5. Just have them play at 1. They're on the East Coast and we can't watch like a bunch of people. I mean, I can watch the game, but like normal working people can't. It just doesn't
Yeah,
really make the scheduling doesn't really make any sense to me. And so I'll leave
I
it at
hear
that.
you.
But yeah, that's really all I had. Stoked on the win, stoked on the loss, even as weird as that is to say. But it is what it is. And on to who do we play next for the
I
Seahawks?
think the Jaguars yeah, we
Ugh.
play in Jacksonville. I don't know. I know the Jaguars are not a bad team and they have a pretty good defense, but I just think we play fantastic on the road. Hopefully we get some guys back for that game and I don't know. I think we're a better team than that Jaguars team, so I like our chances to take care of maybe the whole AFC South this year that we play because they overall look like a better division than I thought coming into the season, but I'm just
The
I'm just
Texans are
not
kind
really
of playing
buying it.
better.
Yeah, yeah, they are. That's going to be a tough one for sure. It is a primetime game as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking at our schedule and like it's not like we have a ton of cupcake games coming up, but we do have like the Panthers at the end of the year. Falcons don't look very good, and also the Titans. So really, it's like if we just win like like five more games beyond that, like we should at least get to 10 wins and make the
Hmm.
playoffs. So yeah, I like our chances.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll try to do a real episode, what, on Wednesday or something.
Yeah, I should be able to make that work.
Cool. All right. Well, good wins today and or win, I guess. But we'll hopefully get the dub against the Jags.
Indeed, I gotta go play goalie now. So,
You soccer?
yeah, yeah, we have a game at 9.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully it goes better than I don't know, the last game I played where I think we got destroyed.
All right. Well, signing off. Thanks for stopping by and good luck, Ryan, in your soccer game.
Yes, thank you. Catch you on the next one.
Yes.